your designated driver on the highway to health. Dr. Bob Martin is on the Better Health Network. Careful. The health talk show you're about to enjoy is extremely hot. It's the Dr. Bob Martin Show.
Dr. Bob, I just love it when you talk healthy to me.
Trying to navigate through health and healthcare can be confusing. It's a jungle out there. What foods do you need to avoid to start feeling good again? Which food should you eat more of to get healthy? What supplements or natural remedies should you take? What health practitioner should you see? Got a health question? I'll do my very best to give you a health answer. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this hour of the Dr. Bob Martin Show. We're going to open up the phone lines for open line health questions or health comments. From dandruff to dry feet, from aches to shakes, from headaches to heel pain, and all points in between. If you're not feeling so good, and you're looking for a first or second or third opinion regarding a health concern or challenge or quagmire or dilemma, I'm here for you. Here's the number into the show. Open line health questions nationwide here on the Dr. Bob Martin Show on the topic of health. 888-553-7262 is our call-in phone number. That's 1-888-55-Dr. Bob. 888-553-7262. Free help for your good health is just a phone call away. If you've got a health question about yourself or maybe somebody in your life that you'd like to get that information and bring it back to them, I am here for you. Help me help you. 1-888-553-7262 or 888-55-Dr. Bob. Now, we've got a lot to talk about, a lot of ground to cover on today's show. Stick around for the entirety because there's going to be something here for you that will be instructive, that could be a game changer as it relates to your health and wellness on a go-forward basis. Now, let me go through the topics we're going to be covering on today's show, and then I'm going to circle back around and discuss some important information that I posted up this last week on my personal Facebook page. And also, of course, I want to remind you, if you haven't had an opportunity yet to become a friend on Facebook, it would be my honor to have you do so. And the way that you find that Facebook page is you go over to my personal website at drbob.com. Make sure you spell out the word doctor. DOCTOR, Bob.com, and scroll down, you'll find Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that. Tons of news from around the globe regularly posted up on the page. It's all there. Now, here are just some of the topics we're going to be covering on today's show that you should know more about. Medical profession owns the opioid addiction and death crisis in America. No question about it. I know all the lawyers are going after the big fish for the big payday, i.e. Purdue Pharma, the manufacturer that holds the patent on OxyContin. I know that's what they're doing. That's what they always do. Go after the big fish, because that's just a dinner bell ringing where you can go after one entity. You know, the big bad wolf, as in the pharmaceutical company. And inasmuch as I absolutely agree and believe that Purdue Pharma did a lot of unethical and scurrilous things. The reason that lawyers who are in the business of chasing ambulances like this go after one entity versus all the doctors who are really the ones who are responsible for prescribing the drugs, because remember, no pharmaceutical company can prescribe a drug. It requires a license by a doctor. But they're not going to sue individual doctors responsible for the death and the mayhem and the disability and the damage associated with opioid dispensing, most of which is unnecessary in America. They're not going to go after those individual doctors. Too much time it takes. Let's just go after the one entity. The medical profession owns the opioid addiction and death crisis. And I'm going to explain how they own it and discuss it in a little bit. We're going to be today talking about those pill boxes. You know, a lot of people, they try to manage their medical drugs that they take because the average adult over the age of 60 is on at least 6 different pharmaceuticals, and it becomes confusing. And so their pharmacist or their doctor or somebody says, look, you ought to, you're taking a lot of pills, you're going to get confused, you're going to take too many of this one and not enough of this one, you got to keep this stuff organized here. Let's get this pill box going. Excuse me, and on its face, it makes sense. A lot of sense. Unfortunately, these pill boxes to help manage medical drugs may actually do more harm than good. You probably know someone that has one of these boxes. They may carry it in their purse or in their briefcase, or there it is. It's always with them. Their pill box. Pill boxes given out by pharmacists to help patients manage their drugs may do more harm than good. That's what the research is suggesting. A university study found patients are more likely to end up ill or even in hospital when they switch to the medication dispensers. Something like that seems counterintuitive, right? We'll take the opportunity to find out more about this very troubling finding. We're going to get to that a little bit later in the show. You might know somebody who relies on these pill boxes, and some, it's a godsend. It absolutely can help, but now the latest research out of a university is saying big-time problem. May do more harm than good. We'll explain what that's all about. And, of course, the ongoing argument as it relates to, what kind of foods should you be eating more of? I mean, how many more fads can we actually have in the marketplace? South Beach, keto, paleo, Gunther's, Atkins. I mean, it's just they're all over the board. But which one do you believe? Which ones are good for you? Which one or ones should you adopt in order to stay healthy? Well, research has reviewed a database of food intake information from more than 10,000 middle-aged U.S. adults who were monitored for nearly 3 decades, for 30 years. The goal, of course, was to see if there existed a possible link between consumption of high-fiber, rich carbohydrate foods versus animal-rich saturated fat food, and whether or not there's a linkage of heart disease risk or reduction. So if you're still choking down the SAD diet, which stands for the Standard American Diet of artery clogging, saturated, and trans fats, please don't miss this segment of the show, because we're going to discuss carb/plant-based foods linked to better heart health. And when somebody tries to get you moved over to some other diet that's 70% fat, you might think twice about it once you hear this information. This very long study of almost 30 years and 10,000 people later. We'll have that. We're also going to be talking about U.S. regulators suspecting 19 hidden toxins in these e-cigarettes, these vape Cloud9 machines. We'll talk about that. That's out of Yale University. 19 hidden toxins. Sounds like a rerun of the tobacco companies, hiding certain ingredients, flavoring agents, and all kinds of stuff in tobacco to hook people so they own them. It's the same deal with the vapors and the e-cigarettes. Oh, yeah. We're also going to talk about men with erectile dysfunction costing employers hundreds of millions of dollars. You can see we've got a lot on tap. Stay right where you are. We'll come back with a review of my Facebook post. You're listening to The Dr. Bob Martin Show. Introducing Future Farm new and improved liquid turmeric with powerful curcuminoids, now alcohol-free. Experience reduced joint stiffness, pain, and inflammation, arthritis, headaches, support heart function, and better moods with Future Farm fresh organic liquid turmeric from Hawaii with 95% curcuminoids, bioperin, and deep cell penetrating liposomes. This first-of-a-kind turmeric product from Future Farm is delicious tasting and pharmacist formulated using nanotechnology that delivers improved absorption to ensure better results compared to powder, tablet, or capsule forms of turmeric. Hundreds of scientific studies have proven just how safe and effective turmeric is for a wide variety of health concerns. Take advantage of getting a free bottle of Future Farm liquid turmeric with your order of 2. Call 888-841-7216. 888-841-7216. That's 1-888-841-7216 or myfuturefarm.com. Farm is spelled with a P.
As you age, the cells in your body weaken and stop functioning in a healthy way, but they don't completely die. They change their form to senescent cells, which scientists are calling zombie cells. These toxic zombified cells not only damage cells next to them, but also send out toxic signals creating havoc throughout your body and igniting inflammation. And inflammation is involved with virtually all your health challenges. Well, guess what? There is now a natural supplement researched at the Mayo Clinic on Aging and Scripps Institute, discovered to have a unique ability to remove senescent zombie cells. This supplement is called Fisetin, and our zombie cell detox features pharmaceutical-grade Fisetin. Removing zombie cells is the most important advance in nutritional science and supplementation. Plus, it will make all of your other supplements more effective. Zombie Cell Detox is now available in the supplement store on livingbeyond100.com, or call toll-free to learn more. 833-548-3100. That's 833-548-3100. 833-548-3100.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
I see my life like a train on a one-way track. I've made mistakes and I couldn't take them back, and I've been running around in circles till I'm dizzy, I can't lie. But every night I go to sleep's a day that I survive. I'm not afraid of getting old.
Size matters. You're listening to the largest and longest airing health talk show in America. We're huge. Thanks to you, the Dr. Bob Martin Show.
All right, Dr. Bob Martin back with you. And since your body didn't come with an owner's manual, I provide this radio show each and every week, same time, same place. Do invite your friends and your coworkers and your neighbors and your loved ones to the show so that they can hear some of the latest information in the health arena and take charge of their health. Because if you wear out your body, where are you going to live? Now, if you do have a health concern, a question, or some type of a health problem, you can call in on our toll-free number somewhere along the line here, and I'll do my best to answer your question. You might say to yourself, if you're new to the show, what kind of questions do you discuss? What kind of questions are fair game? Well, anything from fatigue to sleep problems. Maybe you've got varicose veins you want to deal with. Maybe it's heartburn or joint pain or ringing in the ears. It doesn't matter. I'll do my best to give you a health answer. Now, coming up, I'm going to be talking about some very interesting Facebook posts this last week that I think you would want to know more about. But before we get to that, we are smack dab in the middle of allergy season right now. There's no question about it. People are cutting grass. They're whacking weeds. You're seeing a lot of pollen, a lot of dust, a lot of mold, allergens in the air that eventually will meet the nasal cavity of human beings who are breathing the air. And when that happens, a histamine-type reaction occurs. That's either a runny nose, sneezing, wheezing, coughing, whatever it may be symptomatically. You know what allergies are, and nobody likes them because it messes you up. It interferes with your quality of life. Now, some people might be inclined to go get something to dry up their nose, because that's usually where the problem is at, like an antihistamine like Benadryl. But Benadryl has got a lot of side effects that you are probably unaware of, or some other over-the-counter drug. My suggestion is you go after the reason for the reaction. Clear the nasal cavity. Clear the nasal cavity with a natural nasal spray that has elements in it including xylitol and capsaicin, which comes originally from a chili pepper, and it has potent antihistaminic activity along with grapeseed extract. You do a nasal spray that has those components in it, and watch your allergy problems melt away without having to take systemic drugs that have lots of adverse side effects. And not only that, they dry out your nasal membrane and ultimately exacerbate the problem. It's called Clear, spelled with an X, as in xylitol, one of the ingredients in the formula. Clear Max Nasal Spray. Stuff's terrific. It's really helping to extricate a lot of allergy sufferers from all these symptoms they don't want to have that I just said. And believe me, I used to have those symptoms, so I know what that's all about. And it's too easy to get sucked into the pharmaceutical realm, and then you're owned. I don't recommend it. This is safe, it's natural, it's science-based, and it works. Clear Max Nasal Sprays. And you can get Clear Max Nasal Spray at CVS drugstore, Whole Foods, Rite Aid, Sprouts, Vitamin Shop, Kroger, Publix, natural grocers nationwide. Almost all fine retailers are going to carry Clear nasal products, including their Clear Max nasal spray or their Clear Rescue nasal spray. Look for them the next time you're in your favorite store and pick some up so you always have some on hand so you don't have to express those allergies. And when the next time you're floating through or shopping, if you're a shopper of Whole Foods, make sure you grab the manager or the person responsible for ordering things and let them know, and I've talked about this on my Facebook page, that you're not for promoting organic sugar at the register that will tempt people to buy these candies with organic sugar. Bring back the xylitol sweetener, the all-natural sweetener that's anti-dental disease, anti-cavities, anti-periodontal disease, and anti-gum disease. These crazy people in these grocery stores who are, I don't know what they're thinking, have removed the xylitol mints, the xylitol candies, the xylitol everything at the front counters there. In place, they put the organic sugar there, which not only drives up your calories, but it rots your teeth and undermines your health. Tell them that you're not for that, to bring back the xylitol ASAP. All right, now then, we're going to talk now about how the medical profession owns the opioid addiction crisis, the opioid addiction death crisis, because that's what it is. What was last year? 72,000 people had their lives lost and the family devastation as a result of that. Now, I've read some stuff lately how death has gone down because they're able to go out and administer the antidote for the opioid that stops people from breathing, naloxone. And I get that's there, but that's not addressing the underlying problem for the opioid crisis. The underlying problem for the opioid crisis is owned by the medical profession. They caused it in large part, and they're continuing to cause it. And when you hear about what I've dug up here on it, you'll understand that. But before we get to any of that, I want to replay a conversation that occurred between former governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie. He was also a former candidate for president of the United States. He had a conversation with CNN's Jake Tapper regarding the opioid crisis. This was early on when Chris Christie was involved in the Trump administration. They were looking at it. Everybody was running around with their heads chopped off like, how are we going to solve this opioid crisis? Where do we go? Who's causing it? What do we do? And here is the conversation. Listen very carefully and very closely to this conversation. Go.
What we found, Jake, is 142 Americans are dying every day of drug overdose. Every day. Which means we have a 9/11 scale loss every 3 weeks in America. So the first recommendation we say to the president is you must declare a national emergency, a public health emergency that will empower your cabinet, the executive branch, and motivate the congressional folks to be able to fund this and to get on top of it because we have a crisis. Think about that, Jake. Every 3 weeks.
That's staggering.
The number of people who 11.
Mostly from opioids?
Mostly 3/4 from opioids.
And is the pattern that they have some sort of health problem, they get opioids, and then they can't afford to stay on it, or the doctors won't continue prescribing, and so they turn to heroin? Is that
4 out of every 5 new heroin addicts in the country today started on prescription opioids? So this problem, Jake, is not happening. It's not starting on our street corners. It's starting in our doctor's offices.
Yes.
We prescribe enough opioids in this country in 2015 to have every adult in America fully medicated for 3 weeks. It's out of control, and so one of the recommendations we're making is increased education for our doctors at medical schools and dental schools and mandatory continuing medical education if you want the DEA license to write these prescriptions. We don't have that now. We need to have that across the country.
All right, so there it is. Now, if you think this is limited to adults, 4 out of 5 of these people getting started on these addictions in doctors' offices or hospitals, 4 out of 5, you think it's limited to adults. I got some breaking news for you. 6 out of 10 children are given addictive opioid painkillers after routine tonsil surgery. 6 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if you didn't think it could get any worse, it just did. And I'm going to get into this. Not only am I going to get into it because of the ridiculousness of all of that on its face, but the fact that most children, tonsillectomies are unnecessary in the first place. And I'll prove that to you when we come back from this short break. Stay tuned. I'm Dr. Bob Martin.
While summer is the absolute best time for swimming, cookouts, and much anticipated vacations, it's the worst time to endure the pain and embarrassment of unexpected gas and bloating. Bloating oftentimes isn't triggered by how much food you eat, but rather what you eat. Some foods are difficult for your body to break down, and those undigested particles pass into the colon and produce uncomfortable gas bubbles that make your stomach swell and bloat and can even lead to weight gain. Enter your summertime savior, Dr. Ohhira's award-winning probiotics, an exclusive formula of prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics. This probiotic powerhouse helps your body break down food that is challenging to digest, so gas and bloating are significantly minimized. Dr. Ohhira's probiotics are available in convenient blister packs, perfect for traveling. Discover the Dr. Ohhira difference for yourself this summer. Look for Dr. Ohhira's probiotics at Vitamin Shop, Whole Foods, Sprouts, and other fine natural health retailers nationwide. Also available online.
Research studies on the herb turmeric with its active ingredient curcumin are dominating the health journals because of its beneficial effect on immunity, memory, joint swelling, blood sugar, and bowel problems. However, the most important scientific aspect of turmeric is its ability to control inflammation and pain. Warning, beware of turmeric in capsules from foreign countries due to purity concerns, and insist on USDA organic Future Farm turmeric grown on the pristine Hawaiian island of Kauai and made in an FDA-sanctioned facility. Future Farm turmeric comes in liquid form to ensure maximum absorption. Customers are raving about the amazing results achieved by taking Future Farm turmeric, and so will you. Order now and get a free bottle of Future Farm turmeric with your order of 2 bottles. Call 888-841-7216, 888-841-7216, or MyFutureFarm, that's farmwithap.com, 888-841-7216, or MyFutureFarm.com.
It may come as a surprise to learn that virtually all people have some degree of cataract formation in one or both eyes by age 40. Fact is, cataract is a leading cause of blindness in the United States. But here's the good news. Thanks to medical research, there now exists a way to help prevent cataracts from forming and reverse it in some people who already have it with a revolutionary, safe, and effective all-natural eye drop formulation called Can-C. Can-C eye drops contain a special nutrient called N-acetylcarnosine, which was discovered to be depleted in the eyes of cataract sufferers. Can-C has also been found to help glaucoma, floaters, dry eyes, and retinal problems. Think about how important your sight is now and will be in the future. Then decide to protect your precious vision with Can-C eye drops. I personally use Can-C eye drops, and you should too. Call 800-861-4936. 800-861-4936. That's 800-861-4936 or wisechoicemedicine.com.
Are you waiting on a lightning strike? Are you waiting for the perfect night? Are you waiting till the time is right? What are you waiting for? Don't you want to learn to deal with fear? Don't you want to take the wheel and steer? Don't you wait another minute here? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
This half hour of the Dr. Bob Martin Show is sponsored by Nutritional Testing Services. You can order at-home tests for mineral deficiency, toxic metals, saliva hormone tests, digestive tests, thyroid tests, and more by calling 1-800-606-8822. That's 1-800-606-8822.
All right, welcome back to this segment of the Dr. Bob Martin Show. Now, if you're just tuning into the program, I want you to stick around because in a very short period of time, I'm going to discuss with you why I believe, and many other experts believe, that the medical profession owns the opioid addiction and death crisis. It's not about Purdue Pharma, the makers of OxyContin. Yeah, they're certainly scurrilous and unethical in their marketing to doctors, but ultimately they can't write the prescription to the end user. And I'm going to explain one more reason, one more rationale behind my belief as it relates to children. Many children are given opioids unnecessarily. And we'll get to that in just a moment. And then we're going to go to your phone calls and questions. And if you want to join us here on the show with a question about your health and or make a comment, you can. Our number into the program, toll-free nationwide, 1-888-553-7262. 1-888-55. Dr. Bob. 888-553-7262 is our call-in phone number here in the studios. Now then. Do you wish the double chin that you have would just disappear? Everybody knows you look in the mirror, that's a dead giveaway. Telling your age is either having some type of double chin or, the skin hanging from the neck, the turkey neck kind of look. You know what I'm talking about? Well, interestingly enough, there's been a breakthrough in this area. Here's what Robin from Lubbock, Texas has to say. She's a listener of this radio show. She heard me talking about Genucel jawline cream one day. Upon my recommendation, she ordered it, and here's what she had to say. She sent a letter into the company that distributes Genucell Jawline Cream. They forwarded it over to me. Here it is. And I quote from Robin. I put Genucell Jawline Cream on my neck 2 or 3 days ago. This is the best my neck has looked in 20 years. People told me my face looks younger. I'm blown away. Close quote. Well, with Chamonix's MDL technology, Genucell's brand new jawline treatment specifically targets the delicate skin on the neck area for tight, healthy, younger-looking skin. You'll see your mirror smile back at you, or 100% of your money back. No questions asked. Call now, and the classic Genucell, that's also a cream you put underneath your eyes for bags and puffiness, with your order of the Genucell Jawline Cream. The Genucell Classic for bags and puffiness will be free with your order. And to start seeing results in 12 hours or less, Genucell Immediate Effects is also yours free. No double chin, no turkey neck, no sagging jawline, because no one needs to know your age. Here's the number to call to take advantage of this. 800-543-6596. 800-543-6596. Get your 2 free gifts and free shipping right now. Genucell Jawline Treatment. 800-543-6596. Last time, 800-543-6596 for Genucell Jawline Cream. Now, let's get back to this conversation before we go to phone calls and questions about the medical profession owning the opioid crisis. Let me remind you that, of course, the drug companies that produce and distribute opioid drugs are in the crosshairs of the legal profession because it's a big payday. They can sue one entity, and if they're successful, they can get a big payday, as opposed to going after the real cause of opioid addiction, which is one doctor prescribing it unnecessarily at a time, and then multiply that not by the entire profession, but just those individuals, men and women in the medical profession who are prescribing a drug which is helpful for some things like end-of-life cancer or some trauma that requires the heavy-duty painkillers like opioids, but that's now not how it's prescribed. Now we find 6 out of 10 children are given addictive opioid painkillers after routine tonsil surgery. I don't know if this relates to you, but I had my tonsils taken out when I was young unnecessarily, and there was no opioids administered to me. I had ice chips, an ice bag, and fluids, and maybe some, over-the-counter analgesic, but it wasn't any opioid delivery. Let's begin here. Most child tonsillectomies are unnecessary in the first place. 7 out of 8 children who had their tonsils removed are unlikely to benefit from tonsillectomies or tonsil surgery, a study found. So here you have 87.5% of all children that have their tonsils removed unnecessarily, when other non-surgical treatments like naturopathic care, chiropractic care, homeopathic physicians, acupuncturists, etc., can handle most of these tonsil swelling problems. Now, tonsils are an important part of our immune system. They are sort of like the Venus flytraps that are in the back of the throat, protecting us from organisms and germs and everything else going down, invading deeper into our lower respiratory tract. But surgeons are smarter than our Creator. Now, granted, there are some tonsils that are so bad, so obstructive, so infected, so far gone, they need to come out, but that's not the majority of them. This study, the finding of this study suggests out of 37,000 tonsillectomies performed, 32,500 underwent needless tonsillectomies, which meant that they didn't need them. So that's where we begin. We begin with the fact that tonsillectomies, the vast majority of them are completely unnecessary. I lost mine when I was very young because I pointed to my throat and said I got a sore throat. Out come the tonsils. And my immune system's been reeling and suffering ever since. Guess where my weakness is? I don't have my tonsils that my Creator wanted. There was most likely a way to save my tonsils had my parents known about this, and most parents don't. And now we have the latest information out of the University of Michigan showing that 6 out of 10 children are given these dangerous opioid addictive painkillers after routine tonsil surgery. Why is this, ladies and gentlemen? When we know, doctors know how addictive these and how dangerous these drugs are, but they still do it. It's unprecedented, and I'm going to get into this. We need to uncover this, and you need to spread the word, because maybe there'll be somebody that can be saved from this scourge that's affecting our nation. Unnecessary opioid prescriptions on so many levels. We'll be right back. I'm Dr. Bob Martin. If you've been listening to my show, you've heard me talking about an amazing supplement called C-Veg, a natural and organic multivitamin containing 92 vitamins and minerals, including calcium, antioxidants, omega-3 and 6. The Asian cultures know that sea plants are one of the healthiest, most nutritional plants you'll find on land and sea. C-Veg has been helping people boost their immune systems, balance their metabolisms, reduce inflammation, and provide moisturizing to skin, hair, and nails. Try C-Veg to enjoy all the benefits of these sea vegetables. C-Veg, feel healthier and younger, or your money back. To order, call toll-free 855-627-9929. That's 855-627-9929. Or go online at buycveg.com. That's B-U-I-C like the ocean, veg, V-E-G.com. Order in the next 60 minutes. Use discount code Dr. Bob, and shipping is free. Call now 855-627-9929 or online at buycveg.com. It may come as a surprise to learn that virtually all people have some degree of cataract formation in one or both eyes by age 40. Fact is, cataract is a leading cause of blindness in the United States. But here's the good news. Thanks to medical research, there now exists a way to help prevent cataracts from forming and reverse it in some people who already have it with a revolutionary, safe, and effective all-natural eye drop formulation called Can-C. Can-C eye drops contain a special nutrient called N-acetylcarnosine, which was discovered to be depleted in the eyes of cataract sufferers. Can-C has also been found to help glaucoma, floaters, dry eyes, and retinal problems. Think about how important your sight is now and will be in the future. Then decide to protect your precious vision with Can-C eye drops. I personally use Can-C eye drops, and you should too. Call 800-861-4936. 800-861-4936. That's 800-861-4936 or wisechoicemedicine.com. Introducing Future Farm new and improved liquid turmeric with powerful curcuminoids, now alcohol-free. Experience reduced joint stiffness, pain, and inflammation, arthritis, headaches, support heart function, and better moods with Future Farm fresh organic liquid turmeric from Hawaii with 95% curcuminoids, BioPerine, and deep cell penetrating liposomes. This first-of-a-kind turmeric product from Future Farm is delicious tasting and pharmacist formulated using nanotechnology that delivers improved absorption to ensure better results compared to powder, tablet, or capsule forms of turmeric. Hundreds of scientific studies have proven just how safe and effective turmeric is for a wide variety of health concerns. Take advantage of getting a free bottle of Future Farm liquid turmeric with your order of 2. Call 888-841-7216. 888-841-7216. That's 1-888-841-7216 or myfuturefarm.com. Farm is spelled with a P.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to.
Join Dr. Bob on Facebook today. Friend him at drbob.com. Spell out doctor, that's D-O-C-T-O-R, bob.com.
All right, welcome back to this segment of the Dr. Bob Martin Show. Thank you for your patience, those people who are on hold right now. We're going to get calls as soon as we can, but I wanted to get this information out because there are many children who are going to have their tonsils taken out unnecessarily. I mean, it used to be worse than this. Now the pediatric associations have pulled back a little bit, but this is a path to cash for surgeons. It is. And they don't realize that, and I've had hundreds of cases of tonsillectomies we've been able to personally keep from having tonsillectomies, of parents bringing their kids in with swollen throat, swollen tonsils, saying, okay, they want to take them out. And I said, well, no, let's get them off the sugar, get them off the chocolate, get them off the junk food. Let's make sure they get this, that, and the other thing back in the back of the throat. Here are the supplements they need. Here are the remedies they need. And boom, their tonsil swelling goes down. They start breathing better. They're not complaining of the pain. They save their tonsils. They save part of their immune system for a lifetime. But that doesn't happen. So the concept here is 87.5% of children have their tonsils removed unnecessarily. And this is why we have a sick care system rather than a health care system. This is why you need to hire other forms of health care providers. Keep your crisis doctor. When you need triage and 911, they do a fantastic job. But when it comes to keeping people well, naturally, forget about it. Call your travel agent or find a healthcare practitioner in your neighborhood under the offices of a naturopathic physician, chiropractic physician, acupuncture physician, a homeopathic physician. There are plenty of people who can handle these tonsillectomies that are uncomplicated, and most are fixable. But here's the latest stuff. 6 out of 10 children are given addictive opioid painkillers after routine tonsil surgery, for God's sake. Those drugs may do nothing to keep kids from developing complications from routine operations. The University of Michigan research team, this is brand new information, folks. Think how long this has been going on. The sham has been going on in America. Professional associations recommend that children be given non-opioid painkillers like aspirin and Tylenol, yet doctors are still doling out the opioid drugs. Because why? They don't want any phone calls in the middle of the night. They don't want any kind of bother after that surgery's done. That's what it's all about. I can guarantee you that's what it is. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want my phone ringing. I work during the day. Forget about it. Not only does this offer little benefit, these opioid drugs, to these children, 6 out of 10 of them, nearly 300,000 children that get tonsillectomies a year, but leftover drugs you have of these people who are getting these drugs, they've got all these leftover drugs laying around the household. That can be the beginning of another family member's addiction. They got a headache, let's take an opioid. They got a PMS, let's get an opioid going. And that's the last time you see them, because they may die as a result of some addiction down the line. So about 60% of children that get their tonsils removed are prescribed opioid painkillers, when ice chips and cold water and an ice pack and maybe some analgesic or some homeopathic remedy or something. But despite the medical association's guidance that aspirin and Tylenol are sufficient, they're still pulling out the opioids and prescribing this to 6 out of 10 children. How outrageous is that? No one wants to see their child in pain after surgery. I'm a parent. I have 6 children. I get that. But all my children have their tonsils intact, because I would never allow anybody to take them out, because I know the reason why tonsillectomies happen in children, and many other doctors do too. It's not some mystery. And you don't have to over-medicate these children. It's not the answer. And allowing unnecessary tonsillectomy surgery is unethical, beyond greedy, and should be deemed illegal, knowing what we know today. The lead doctor in this particular new study says, our study suggests that many children receive opioid prescriptions after tonsillectomy, and that the amount of opioids in these prescriptions may be excessive. How about anything is excessive, because opioids are not necessary, unless there's some extreme complication, which there rarely is. Some pain is inevitable after a child gets their tonsils out. We know that. I mean, it's surgery. But for kids, this pain should be manageable with just some regular anti-inflammatory drugs over the counter if you need to. You don't have to go to the opioids, or you can do something natural for it. I mean, I've had many cases that respond to homeopathic remedies or acupuncture or just ice chips or ice water or a ice bag around the neck. Plus, plenty of these cold fluids, just keeping them hydrated. A recent study found that only about a third of parents whose children had been prescribed opioids at some point had actually discussed alternatives. So they go right to the opioids. And 6 out of 10 children, that's where the exposure is happening. We think it's the drug dealer on the street corner. Not so much. The American Academy of Otolaryngology instructs doctors that after a tonsillectomy, these milder painkillers are the recommended treatment for children. But this brand new study out, published in the JAMA, the Journal of the American Medical Association, head and neck surgery, found that 60% of kids that get the procedure, tonsillectomy, 87.5% of them are unnecessary to begin with, are not only prescribed these drugs, but that the parents filled and sometimes refilled the drugs, these opioids. So you see how much of a calamity this is? It begins with a profession that does unnecessary surgery on children 87.5% of the time. And then when they do the surgery, they give 6 out of 10 an addictive opioid painkiller. You're wondering why we have an opioid crisis? The medical profession owns it. I'm Dr. Bob Martin.
Do you know there's one common factor linked to virtually all the health and beauty issues of aging? It's all about your telomeres. These little caps at the ends of your chromosomes act as your cellular timekeepers, indicating the rate at which you age. Telomeres are similar to the plastic tips on your shoelaces. What happens when those tips crack and break down? Your shoelaces become frayed and unusable. The same thing happens when your telomeres grow shorter, but this time it's your life-supporting cells that break down and become toxic senescent cells. Televite is the first cellular longevity multivitamin with ingredients supported by 312 scientific studies, including 14 ingredients and combination of ingredients that lengthen your telomeres. Televite's telomere lengthening results have been published in a peer-reviewed scientific journal. Televite is now available in the supplement store on livingbeyond100.com or call toll-free to learn more. 833-548-3100. 833-548-3100. 833-548-3100.
If you're worried about your cholesterol, hear how others are taking charge with Garlic.
My doctor said my cholesterol was borderline, but I've been taking Garlic, and it works.
I've been taking Garlic for years.
My pharmacist recommended Garlic. He said there's an ingredient in garlic that helps maintain healthy cholesterol.
I take Garlic every day. No garlic breath. Lots of people like you are choosing Garlic to help maintain a healthy cholesterol. Garlic, it's cholesterol's natural enemy. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Hey, people at my friend's company got blackmail emails.
Yeah, it's a popular type of spear phishing attack.
Wow, that sounds serious.
It is. Scammers claim to have compromising information, like a video, and threaten to share it with their contact list, unless the victim pays a ransom.
What if they target someone at our company?
We're secured. Barracuda Sentinel uses artificial intelligence to block spear phishing attacks, including blackmail emails.
Well, that's a relief.
Protect your business at Barracuda.com. Barracuda, your journey secured.
Do you know there's one common factor linked to virtually all the health and beauty issues of aging? It's all about your telomeres. These little caps at the ends of your chromosomes act as your cellular timekeepers, indicating the rate at which you age. Telomeres are similar to the plastic tips on your shoelaces. What happens when those tips crack and break down? Your shoelaces become frayed and unusable. The same thing happens when your telomeres grow shorter, but this time it's your life-supporting cells that break down and become toxic senescent cells. Televite is the first cellular longevity multivitamin with ingredients supported by 312 scientific studies, including 14 ingredients and combination of ingredients that lengthen your telomeres. Televite's telomere lengthening results have been published in a peer-reviewed scientific journal. Televite is now available in the supplement store on livingbeyond100.com or call toll-free to learn more. 833-548-3100. 833-548-3100. 833-548-3100.
Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing.
Check out Dr. Bob's website. Listen to the show live online. Hear past shows. Read breaking health news and more at drbob.com. Spell out doctor, that's DOCTOR, Bob.com.
All right, Marie in Piney Flats, Tennessee, stand by. You're going to be up next here on the line in just a moment here. I want to remind people that if you, God forbid, or somebody you know develops or gets a cancer diagnosis, there is hope beyond chemotherapy, beyond radiation, and beyond surgery. That hope is through Sunridge Medical Center. We know that chemotherapy elevates cancer risk. We know that radiation elevates cancer risk. When you have a disease that's that complicated, like cancer and mysterious, you need to have all hands on deck. You need to have all advanced natural alternative treatments available to you, and that's exactly what they do at Sunridge Medical Center. But you should go over and check out their website to see exactly what they do for cancer, autoimmune disease, Lyme disease, lupus, multiple sclerosis, and other diseases. Check them out online at sunridgemedical.com. Get into their video gallery. See their patients tell their stories of illness, treatment, and recovery. It's amazing. sunridgemedical.com, sunridgemedical.com, or call them at 800-SUNRIDGE. 800-SUNRIDGE. Start that conversation. Start that dialogue. Get your health back. Sunridge, 1-800-SUNRIDGE, 1-800-SUNRIDGE, or sunridgemedical.com. All right, now let's go to the phones. And Marie, you've been patiently waiting in Piney Flats, Tennessee. We've got about a minute to the break. I'm just going to have you state your question, and I'm going to try to help you out.
Okay, I was wondering if CBD oil will help with knee pain, arthritis, and to help me sleep through the night.
Mm-hmm. It may, yes. Some people use CBD oil, which comes from industrial hemp. It doesn't have any of the hallucinogen in it, the THC, and it does have anti-inflammatory properties. Now, that's not where I would begin, though, with that. I would say, yes, that would be on the possible list of things to do. Where I'd start is with Future Farm liquid turmeric. That's the most powerful painkiller directly for chronic pain. It has to be the one with liposome delivery, though, because most turmeric in tablet or powder or capsule does not absorb well. But the one in liquid form, this is, by the way, delicious, liquid form with a liposome delivery, that's the one you want to get for any kind of pain anywhere in the body, especially joint pain, stiffness of joints, etc. You can check them out at myfuturefarm.com. Farm is spelled with a P as in pharmacy, P-H-A-R-M, myfuturefarm.com. Or, Marie, call the company directly at 888-841-7216. 888-841-7216 for Future Farm liquid turmeric. You should also see a chiropractor that does activator methods to see if that knee is needing to be adjusted. There may be a misalignment of the disc in the knee or some component of the structure of the knee. That needs to be looked at also. Marie, thank you for your patience, and I wish you well. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Hour number 2. High blood pressure is the silent killer that terrorizes 1 in 4 Americans. Experts recommend high blood pressure prevention to prevent critical damage to major organs, heart, brain, kidneys, and eyes. Do you have high blood pressure? Are you tired of the side effects of prescription blood pressure drugs? Try PressAssure, the safe, effective, natural remedy for high blood pressure with no adverse side effects. PressAssure is the #1 selling natural product in Asia, recommended by thousands of hospitals. PressAssure begins regulating blood pressure immediately. Do what thousands do for high blood pressure. Take PressAssure. Call toll-free 1-888-686-3683. That's 1-888-686-3683, or go to PressAssure.com. Mention Dr. Bob and you'll receive 3 bottles of PressAssure for the price of 2. That's right. Get 1 bottle free. Call right now and you also receive a free bottle of CoQ10 with the special. 1-888-686-3683.